you didn't plan and set out to do this in 18, 19, or 20. You just got to a situation and you said, how can I be of help? And this just kind of fell, and you feel like this is your calling. This is your mission to pursue, educate the world about this.
Correct. And, as much as people malign Wall Street, here's a bunch of Wall Street guys trying to do some good. So maybe we can redeem Wall Street.
It's funny because, I walked into this whole, pandemic, just broadcasting here. And it was like January. I was actually in New York City doing some broadcast in Chinatown, and we had heard about it. I came back here in February. And then by March, it was all kicking off. But because of my engineering degree from MIT, I think I don't know if you've found this in yourself or if other people that are, when you get indoctrinated by the scientific community, you almost accept everything scientific as valid. And so I was kind of sold on this concept of vaccines because I was sold on science. And it wasn't until I had a conversation with Robert F. Kennedy, I think in April of 2020, where he said, Brian, do you understand the policies of vaccines? Do you understand what happened in '86? Do you understand the lack of liability? And my jaw just dropped because I didn't really understand, and I had been kind of blinded by the science in some way, Ed. And once I had started to really learn about this, then I started to be very suspicious, just like you were, of any type of vaccine rollout. But it took a lot of education on my part to even understand that. And I'd like to think I'm a pretty educated guy. So it's interesting when you talk about it, because I think most people, they trust in the science, even if they have a science background. And it's hard to get into the details. And again, back then, and maybe still now, Robert Kennedy was not allowed anywhere to say anything to anybody. And then, of course, you were quickly labeled an anti-vaxxer. I was banned from all technology platforms, and it was very hard to get any kind of information out there. I'm just curious what you think about it, because I'm sure you met people that you would think would be really smart, but are completely blinded by their faith in the science and don't really look into some of the humans behind it.
Yeah, so like yourself, I had no idea what had happened in the vaccination industry. Like you, I had no clue. But because of my background on Wall Street in both equities and fixed income, I looked at healthcare companies, and I knew early on a couple things that made me, let's call it, vaccine hesitant for this vaccine. I knew that it was new novel technology, and they were going to suspend the tests on humans. The animal studies weren't good. I knew that. I knew that before the vaccine was even out. So I knew that the technology they were using was questionable. Then Operation Warp Speed. I'm a guy that understands manufacturing processes because that my job is to pick companies that are good at that. And I knew that anything rushed would be rife with mistakes and corners cut. And then I also knew that because of my background analyzing healthcare stocks, was that vaccines usually take 7 to 10 years of good safety data before they're put in someone's arms. And so I had those three facts, and I said to myself, I'll wait. I'll see what happens. And I thought most people would think like me. And I was horrified with the propaganda campaign. And then I realized something else was afoot. I mean, when I saw all my loved ones around me and everyone rushing out to get this thing, and listening to the radio ads on TV, they were lies. Like here on Maui, they were saying it's been approved by Pfizer, and it hadn't been yet. It had been authorized under an EUA, but they were saying it was approved. These types of little details really just shocked me, and so I was hesitant just because I knew those three things. And then as we rolled through time and my journey of discovery, I've come to the awareness of the vaccination industry like yourself, and I've recently stated publicly I'm never taking another one again. That's just me personally, but that was my journey. I also knew that Moderna was a company. I talked to one of my colleagues at another firm who's now retired. He was at American Century. We were on the phone. We're like, Moderna, this is a sketchy company that's never had a product on market. And Bansal, the CEO, everyone kind of thinks he's a pathological liar. So those of us on Wall Street who are in the know knew this guy was full of it. So we were just like, why is Moderna in it? So we were just confused and just and this gentleman did not take the vaccine either, but his children did, and his wife got at least one shot. So, we were powerless to convince people of what we knew because they thought we were the crazy ones initially.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I am just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
This course has been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.